China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot.
They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China.
China will never allow the United States to launch a war against China, conventional or nuclear, without suffering devastating consequences.
They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, who you love.
If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated, we call it 61, because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb.
It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you.
Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted.
We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
I hope Washington has learned the lesson. If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious.
The world's balance sits on a razor's edge. The United States, military titan of the 20th century, China, the industrial power rewriting the 21st. For years, they've fought with tariffs and technology, but what if the rivalry crossed the line into war? A single miscalculation in these contested waters could ignite a global inferno. Washington vows to defend allies and freedom of navigation. Beijing pledges to reunify and repel any interference. Two doctrines, one flashpoint. China fields the largest stranding army, vast missile systems, and the world's fastest shipbuilding capacity. Economically intertwined, yet militarily on alert. Every maneuver, every satellite launched is read as a message. If deterrence fails, conflict would erupt first in cyberspace, blinding satellites, freezing trade, cutting energy flows. Economists warn of an instant global recession. Defense analysts speak of weeks, not years, before economic collapse forces negotiation. The US commands over 800 bases worldwide, a navy built to project power across oceans, and unmatched intelligence network. The United States remains the world's most powerful military force in 2025, leveraging cutting-edge technology, global reach, and a highly trained force. This presentation explores the key factors behind its strength and the challenges it faces. The United States military defense budget and investment includes sustained funding and modernization, with the defense budget exceeding $800 billion in 2025. The United States prioritizes innovation, equipment upgrades, and personnel support, ensuring the military stays technologically advanced and capable of addressing any emerging threats. The dominance is beyond Earth and cyberspace. The United States Cyber Command protects against digital threats while launching offensive cyber operations. The Space Force manages satellite networks, which are vital for communication, navigation, and missile defense, marking a new frontier in warfare.
The U.S. Department of Defense has just announced a new type of laser cannon weapon has completed combat deployment testing. It has no muzzle, no ammunition, and no explosion. Its lethality comes from a silent beam of pure energy. This weapon is called Sentinel-X, controlled by an artificial intelligence system that can identify and lock onto targets in 0.3 seconds, then use a beam of light exceeding 10,000 degrees Celsius to instantly vaporize enemy drones, missiles, or even the hulls of tanks. They say this is not just a new weapon, but the end of the rules of war. What's even more shocking is that it consumes almost no traditional energy, produces no recoil, and can operate continuously for 24 hours. The US military has even hinted that laser cannons may be installed on satellites in the future, enabling real-time strikes on ground targets from space. You'll find that traditional tanks and aircraft carriers are as outdated as old steam locomotives in its presence.
The United States naval strength is based on their aircraft carriers and fleet power. The United States Navy operates 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, unrivaled in global naval power, combined with advanced destroyers, submarines, and amphibious ships. It secures sea lanes and supports joint operations worldwide. In the global context, worldwide military bases and deployment, the United States maintains over 750 military bases across more than 80 countries. This extensive presence allows rapid response capability and power projection anywhere on the globe, reinforcing strategic dominance. The US military uses cutting-edge weapons and systems, from stealth fighters like the F-35 to hypersonic missiles and autonomous drones. The United States military leads in technology. Innovation in AI, robotics, and electronic warfare continue to enhance combat effectiveness. The challenges that emerge include adapting to new threats. Rival powers like China continue to develop advanced capabilities, including anti-access strategies and cyber warfare. The United States military faces evolving threats such as cyber attacks, space weaponization, and hybrid warfare tactics. The active duty personnel and readiness of the United States includes in size and training of the force approximately 1.3 million active duty personnel. The United States military invests heavily in rigorous training programs and modernization to ensure readiness for diverse missions from conventional warfare to counterterrorism.